Hello everyone and welcome to PendulumEdu guys. I have Anoop and I have Rahul. I can see you guys right here. Good morning guys and welcome. And yes, we are back with another session for vocabulary for you guys, and I hope you guys have been waiting for it and we are here to get started with it. So if I talk about today's article, it is a bit related to education background. It is somewhere close to the education industry that we talk about. Okay, so I'm going to discuss that with you. So any doubts that you guys have, hello Anup, any doubts that you guys have, you guys can just let me know, and I'm there having your chat messages as well. Okay, all right guys, so let's begin with the article for today, and the article heads as a safety net on Union Education Ministry's directive. Now there's a safety net that has been developed. Now this means that there's some sort of safety measure that has been taken, or a procedure or a process has come up, or a scheme maybe has been launched, wherein under Union Education Ministry, okay, and this probably will render some sort of support or will safeguard the education industry. All right. So what is this safety net? Which scheme or which new measure has been taken, which the Union Education Ministry has come up for our nation? Hi Simi, good morning. All right, okay guys, so be with me throughout the session, and at the end you guys have to answer all the words with the meanings. Okay, chalo, like 5 words, top 5 words that I discussed with you. Okay, guys, do not forget to join me in every session now. I hope you guys are there always. Simi is there, Rahul, Anoop, like these people, I find you everywhere. And thank you for joining in, guys. Okay, the pandemic has upended schooling, and the effort should be to help the hardest hit. Has upended schooling. As of now, the schooling has been on hold. Okay, and the effort should be to help the hardest hit people who have who are being impacted the most or affected the most. पैंडमिक के वजह से वो कह रहे हैं आपको किन की हेल्प करना भी ज़रूरी है, जिनको सबसे ज़्यादा नुकसान हुआ है, जिनको सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हुई है, वी शुड हेल्प देम. ओके. The Union Education Ministry's directive to the states to launch a mission to avoid large-scale dropouts in the schools in the coming year. बिल्कुल पैंडमिक के वजह से स्कूलिंग बहुत होल्ड पर चली गई है, and people, they've decided, okay, let's drop this session this year, we will do it in next year. All of this has happened a lot. So there has been a large-scale dropout in schools this year. Guys, dropout is noun. It is the act of giving up, okay, or moving out. यूजुअली हम स्कूल्स, कॉलेजेस, यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के लिए यूज़ करते हैं कि वो एक ड्रॉप आउट है. ड्रॉप आउट जैसे मैंने कहा 12 ड्रॉप आउट है, मतलब 12th उन्होंने छोड़ दिया था, उन्होंने 12th नहीं पढ़ा है. राइट, यस राहुल, राइट. सो दैट वे अगर हम यहाँ पर इनके साथ डिस्कस कर रहे हैं तो ये चीज़ अपेंड और ड्रॉप आउट समवेयर आर क्लोज रिलेटेड. तो ऐसा व्यक्ति जिसने की अपनी पढ़ाई बीच में छोड़ दी हो वो ड्रॉप आउट होता है. ठीक है, तो इस साल हमने बहुत ड्रॉप आउट्स देखे. पार्टली बाय रिलैक्सिंग द डिटेंशन पॉलिसी should end the anxiety of millions of students about their academic prospects. Okay, they say कि ये जो ड्रॉप आउट्स हैं, okay, इसको अवॉइड करने के लिए they have decided to launch a mission. ओके, इन ड्रॉप आउट को अवॉइड करने के लिए तो वो डिटेंशन पॉलिसी जो है उसको रिलैक्स कर रहे हैं. डिटेंशन पॉलिसी मतलब जो होल्ड करके रख रहे थे ना कि लेट इट, अभी एजुकेशन जो है वो होल्ड पर रहेगी, एंड उस डिटेंशन पॉलिसी को थोड़ा रिलैक्स करके, ओके, अभी बताती हूँ पूरा डिटेंशन पॉलिसी में जो है डायरेक्टिव्स वो क्या है और क्या क्या जो है वो रिलीव कर रहे हैं. तो ये अगर डिटेंशन पॉलिसी में थोड़ा सा रिलीव आ जाता है तो एंग्जाइटी जो है लोगों की, लाइक देयर फियर, एंग्जाइटी, that is the nervousness of people about their education, about the future, that might somewhere end or diminish. Okay, managing schooling during COVID-19 has been a challenge, with UNESCO estimating that at the end of 2020 about 320 million students were locked out of the schools globally. Internationally guys, quickly सी इंटरनेशनली कितने लोग ड्रॉप आउट हो चुके हैं स्कूल के. यूनेस्को ने जो एस्टिमेट लगाया था 320 मिलियन गाइज. दिस इज nowhere less. Such a big number it is, right? Mark Zuckerberg is college dropout. I am not aware, but if you are saying Rahul, then this is something new to know. Okay. Alright, so that's good. So here 320 million students, like they are locked out of schools globally. Locked out, that means they drop out. South and West Asia are among the regions where students are at higher risk of not returning to school, and tertiary institutions along with sub-Saharan Africa. Tertiary institution, guys, what is tertiary? It's an adjective. Institution के साथ लगाया. Tertiary का मतलब क्या होता है? Guys, quickly, Rahul, Anoop, Simi, what is meant by tertiary? Tertiary institution. Tertiary sector में मत जाना आपको. Primary, secondary, tertiary sector, not the third sector, but tertiary institutions education के perspective में क्या होते हैं? Yes, quickly. Tertiary. Okay, I'll tell you if you guys are not aware of it. Okay, so tertiary is related to education. I'm going to write it here. Related to education after schools. Okay, जैसे colleges हो गए आपके, universities हैं. When you go there, the education that you gain right here is tertiary education. This is tertiary institutes. No. See, मैंने कहा था tertiary sector में मत जाइए. Come to education वाला world. Okay. इसके जो और in depth तो मैंने आपको समझा दिया है. Okay. Alright. Okay, अभी कोई डाउट नहीं है, यहाँ पर क्लियर है. Okay. Along with, तो साउथ वेस्ट एशिया और सब अफ्रीका में, सब सहारन अफ्रीका में रिस्क ज़्यादा है कि क्योंकि वहाँ के बच्चे वैसे भी स्कूल उतना जाना प्रेफर नहीं करते, और वो स्कूल भी नहीं जाएंगे और अपनी कॉलेज भी नहीं करेंगे, फिर वो छोड़ देंगे अपनी पढ़ाई बीच में ही, राइट. सो दिस इज़ अ मेजर fear. Okay, and this is going to be really deteriorating for our country. Deteriorating का मतलब ये हमारी कंट्री के लिए बहुत weakening होगा, हमारे देश को कमज़ोर बनाएगा. Because see, education is something that is must these days, right? So if people are not educated, then definitely there will be some or the other way they might be lacking in something. Okay, moving ahead, guys. The writer says, assessing the problem is key to planning for 2021. Like you have to assess the problem. What is the problem? We need to check for it. The Indian school education system remains top down in making policy, which may not advance educational reform. But the vast administrative resources can be used to quickly assess the pandemic's impact on students, teachers and schools. They say that it's fine because India की जो in policies हैं school system में भी, they're not that well managed and they're not well prepared. So definitely educational reform में तो हम advancement नहीं ला सकते, but हमारे पास resources हैं जिससे कि हम student teachers को connect कर सकते हैं, right? Maybe off online, but इन सबको अगर हम connect कर देंगे, then also we can make some difference. The pandemic year has thus far witnessed apprehensive governments. Apprehensive means It is an adjective. This means something that is fearful and doubtful. Doubtful and fearful. So something that's doubtful and fearful, that's apprehensive. So we have witnessed apprehensive governments keeping the majority of school instructions online and treading carefully when it comes to reopening campuses. Treading carefully when it comes to reopening campuses, that means we're going slowly. ठीक है, धीरे धीरे हम we are reopening the campuses, हम खोलते जा रहे हैं campus. Is it clear, guys? Until here, are you all with me right here, guys? See, सीधी सी पॉइंट्स कह रहे हैं वो कि गवर्नमेंट भी थोड़ी सी एप्रीहेंसिव है, डाउटफुल है चीज़ों को लेकर, बट स्टिल स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली गवर्नमेंट इज टेकिंग डिसीजंस and it's trying to open up the campuses. Okay, now the point is that if we cannot change the policies, what we can majorly do is that we can connect teachers, students and the school system. Okay, particularly we can connect it. Is this understood, guys? I hope yes it is. So I'm moving ahead then. Alright? Okay. They must prioritize the door-to-door surveys needed to identify students who are not in a position to return to classes when schools reopen and whose economic circumstances have changed due to the pandemic's impact on their families. So they are trying to tell us that what government can do is they can give a door-to-door survey to find out why students are not willing to get back to schools, why did they drop out, and why are they not willing to return. Is there the willingness or they are being forced by the parents? Is this clear, guys? Okay. Clearly, the priority should be to draw up a database to plan incentives that will prevent dropouts. Education continues to be covered by a cess on tax, and the funds could be deployed in 2021 towards this objective. Deploy, guys. What is deploy? It is an action word. Okay, guys, you can give me the meaning of deploy. I want answers from you. Simi, Rahul, Anoop, quickly. What is the meaning of this? Guys, deploy is generally used for army and army men. We say that the army was deployed at this and this place, or they were deployed the moment we got to know about the war. That deploy I'm not talking about here, but it is somewhere related to it. Quickly, guys, what is deploy? Guys, Rahul, Anoop, Simi, try and answer. Deploy. Guys, how will you give me the answer for top 5 words if you're not answering now? Be quick. Okay, I'll give you the answer. Deploy right here means to make use of, or to put into use, to utilize. इस्तेमाल में लाना. Okay, इस्तेमाल में लाना, that is deploy, to make use or utilize. That is deploy. Alright, so it could be deployed in 2021 towards this objective through the Centre's Samagra Shiksha scheme and other COVID-19 relief plans. So these were the relief plans that they are going to come up with this, and they're going to deploy the amount that is needed and the funds that are needed for this education sector or industry. Okay, so they're going to give this amount or fund to use or to utilize for the betterment of this industry. Now this is the objective. This is what they've come with, COVID-19 relief plans and Samagra Shiksha scheme. That is something second point. Okay, now Rahul is saying okay. Okay, so that's understood, right? So I'm moving ahead then. The writer says the irrevocable role. Irrevocable is an adjective that means something that's irreversible. Irreversible. Irreversible, जो वापस ना हो सके. Okay, and that is irrevocable. So the irrevocable role played by examinations in determining the fate of students who come from varied backgrounds and preparation has long been criticized for its rigidity. And these arguments were raised afresh when the centre removed the no detention policy under the RTE Act a couple of years ago. There was no detention policy, which means koi bhi student ko, you cannot fail any student. Okay, so there were a lot many arguments that were raised when they came with this policy, that is no detention policy, that you cannot detain any student, you have to pass them, whatever is the case. So it has been criticized for its rigidity. Rigidity, what does this mean? It means it's stubbornness. Stubbornness. Okay, that means कठोरता. हिंदी में हम कहते हैं कठोरता. So अपनी rigidity को ब्रेक करने के, उनकी रिजिडिटी जो थी, जो वो स्टिफ थे अपने डिसीजन लेने पर, वो हमेशा से वैसे ही रिजिड हो जाते, कठोर हो जाते, वो क्रिटिसाइज किया गया था. उनको नो डिटेंशन पॉलिसी के लिए भी क्रिटिसाइज किया गया था. नाउ हु आर दे टू डिटरमाइन द फेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स? ओके, फेट दैट मीन्स डेस्टिनी गाइज. हिंदी में हम कहते हैं ना किस्मत. ओके, दैट इज फेट. हेलो तनीषा, हेलो, वेलकम. So Tanisha, fate is destiny, right? Fate is destiny. Rigidity, kathorta. Yes, Rahul, that's correct. Rigidity is kathorta. Stiffness, Simi, that's correct. Rigidity का synonym हम ले सकते हैं stiffness. That's appropriate. Okay. So guys, they were being criticized for a lot many things, and these were the irrevocable role played. Okay. These were things that cannot be changed. In the year of the virus, asymmetries among groups of students stand aggravated. Aggravated means increased. Asymmetries मतलब there was no sync. कोई भी चीज़ अपने सिंक में या अपने एक सिमिलर पैटर्न में नहीं चल रही थी. इस साल वायरस के चलते सब कुछ ऊपर नीचे ही रहा है. And any detention would be illogical and unjustified. So this time, if you detain people, because students, they couldn't attend school, and not every student is versed with the online mode, so you cannot detain it. Yes, Rahul, fate is Bhagya. 2020 is the year of virus. Definitely, yes, it is. Okay. Particular mention should be made of the situation for girls whose enrollment in higher numbers has been achieved over the years with considerable effort, as well as children in less urbanized states where access to schools is weak. When the pandemic had still not swept India in February last year, Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal said, among the reasons for children remaining out of school or dropping out were poverty, economic reasons, and ill health. Guys, it says when the pandemic had still not swept India in February last year. Education Minister tells us that when even we didn't have the pandemic hit, uske pehle bhi school dropouts the, okay? People were dropping out of school, and the reasons were poverty, economic reasons, and ill health. The three major reasons were there why the students were dropping out of school. Getting my point, guys? So apart from pandemic, there were other things prior to pandemic also that impacted and that affected the education industry, and people were dropping out of school. So this is something that I must say that it's not just we cannot completely put the blame on COVID, that it's because of COVID people are dropping out of school. No, it is not the case. The case is that people prior to COVID also were dropping out of school, and they were their own reasons. Okay, is it clear, guys? I'm going ahead. Lastly, the writer says the economic factors have over the past dozen months been exacerbated by COVID-19. Exacerbated is a verb which means worsen. किसी चीज को खराब बनाना या खराब करना. Worsened. Okay. The economic factors have over the past dozen months, that means 1 year, have been exacerbated by COVID-19. So जो economic factors थे ये और खराब हो गए हैं, जो कि एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री को अफेक्ट कर रहे थे. ऐसे मिडिल क्लास पीपल जिनका इनकम सर्विस सेक्टर में इनका जॉब चला गया है, अगर so if they don't have source of income, then how would they make their child or children go to school? Okay, Rahul, okay. While the digital divide witnessed in online education became an unprecedented cause of deprivation. Unprecedented, not experienced before. Not experienced before. Not experienced before. So unprecedented is an adjective, and it is saying that education became an unprecedented cause for deprivation or of deprivation, because people couldn't afford these phones wherein they would have internet and they can connect with online mode of education. So probably there was something that was not experienced before, and there were people who were again divided, they're separated. Moreover, vaccination cannot cover the bulk of the population quickly, and education can possibly achieve a semblance of normality. Guys, semblance of normality. दिखावा एक रूप से झूठा एक स्वरूप हो सकता है कि that education industry can express that it has returned to normal or it has resumed to normal, but it is not that easy. It is going to take time for population to get vaccinated quickly. So people say that it is difficult for such people. Yes, indeed, Tanisha and Simi, it is difficult for people. I have a lot many known people of mine who have gone through this phase, and it is extremely hard. And it seems that how destiny could be so harsh on you, right? So yes, right, Simi, right. एक जो होता है ना, like illusion, like भ्रम में जी रहे हो आप, okay, that it will be semblance of normality. It will be just a kind of show off that you're doing. It is illusion. That's perfect. Bhram. And only well into the next academic year. This is the time to create a safety net for education, letting no student fall through. So it's time that we come up with some schemes and policies that we can we can make students stay intact and not going out of school anymore. Like they are not dropping out of school and they stay where they are. All right. Great, guys, great. So this is the entire article. Yes, Tanisha, Dikhawa, Rahul, right, that's correct. So this is the entire article, guys. It ends right here. And I hope it's well understood to all of you right here. It is very difficult situation for such people. Yes. Alright guys, I'm moving on to the top 5 words, and we're going to focus on those 5 words. I want you guys to give me the answers for it. So, top 5 words of the day, and the first word is deprivation, unprecedented, apprehensive, fate, and rigidity. Quickly answer the questions, guys. I have given you 5 words, and I want answers for all 5 words from you. Simi says, yes, ma'am. So, quick, Simi. Answer these words, like all of you together. Fate is kismat or bhagya, right? That's destiny. Correct. Rahul, you're right. Rigidity means stiffness or kathorta. Yes, stiffness. 2 are done. Rahul, you get 2 on 2. Simi, deprivation means किसी चीज को खराब करना या किसी चीज की कमी होना. Right? खत्म करना किसी चीज को. Like to fall short of. Yes, and unprecedented means not expected. That's correct, Simi. Very nice. Tanisha, rigidity, stiffness, unprecedented, that has not happened before. Correct, Tanisha. Simi, right, rigidity is stiffness. Absolutely correct. I'm left with apprehensive, guys. Just apprehensive. I want an answer for apprehensive, guys. Means collective? No, that's comprehensive. Tanisha, sorry, Simi, comprehensive is collective. This is apprehensive. Deprivation is shortfall. Tanisha, you're right. That's correct. Apprehensive is fearful, guys. Fearful or, doubtful, as I said. That someone who has this doubt or fear that what is going to happen may not be good, or is thinking about the coming thing will happen and what may not. That is apprehensive, being fearful or doubtful. Yes, deprivation, Tanisha, Anup, correct. I hope it's clear. Comprehensive is collective and apprehensive is being fearful or doubtful. Yes, apprehensive is being worried. Correct, fearful. Filled with fear. Now it's correct, Tanisha. Great, good. Is this understood to all of you? The meaning of all the 5 words that we just did and the entire article that we did. Is it understood to all of you? Is it? Shall I take it that you guys have understood whatever I have explained to you just? Yes, Tanisha says yes. Okay, great. Anup, Rahul, Simi, is it understood? Yes, okay, great, guys. So I am going to end the session right here for today, and I shall see you back in the next session tomorrow. Stay tuned with us and not to forget to like and share the video, guys. Alright, samajh aa gaya hai, Rahul, right, great. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Till then, as I always say, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.